If you turn 65 and looking at Medicare options and you're one of those DIY folks, do it yourself, you may find that you've made some faulty assumptions here in doing your shopping. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. This is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. I run into DIY folks all the time, and they just say, "Well, I know what I want. I want a carrier with a good name. I want a carrier with low rates, and I want to make sure that they pay their claims." Yeah, those combinations are kind of hard to come by, especially if you don't really know what you're doing. If you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants. One of the things that you probably don't know is, well, I look at this carrier over here. Gosh, the rates are good and it's household name. And I know that they've got to pay their claims. Well, what you don't know is they're getting out of the business in a few months. And that might be a piece of information that you'd like to have before you plop your money down on the table and say, this is the plan I want. Other carriers out there may offer you discounts. But what are the terms and conditions of those discounts? Does more than one person have to buy a Medicare supplement plan, or do I just have to live with somebody? Yeah, well, if you don't know the difference and you just assume that you're going to get a discount because you live with somebody who's maybe not even Medicare age yet, if you just assume you're going to get a discount, well, you're going to be really disappointed. There's a lot of other things to consider, such as, especially if you're talking with an agent that's pushing a plan that may be pushing it because it pays the highest commission, there's a production bonus in there, or, some other kind of sales campaign going on. And so maybe they're not exactly looking at your best interest. They're looking out for themselves. But these are some things to think about. This is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. You take care. Have a great day.